Hello, everyone. Welcome to Greatness Glory podcast, where we explore your greatness together and show you methods to awaken your latent greatness and glory. I am a life coach and self-development teacher, and my passion is to teach you methods and approaches to awaken your latent human potential. Since I was very young, I had a deep thirst to know something beyond this casual day-to-day life. And I experienced a kind of awakening of consciousness when I was 14. So I started studying intensely to get answers to my deepest questions about myself and life. Since then, I have spent most of my time studying self-development, spirituality, and meditation. And while I've been improving myself, I've also been helping others to do the same. One important thing I always kept as a priority in my pursuit of knowledge was to always learn the best methods and acquire the highest quality of knowledge and techniques. That's what I want to teach everybody else also. I believe one important thing in life is to share what you believe is valuable with others. Because when you give, you receive more. It's like a flow. You must give to receive. It's one of the laws of the universe. Once you realize something valuable, it overflows from your heart because you love to help others also see that. I am a big follower of meditation and practices for self-development and development of consciousness. And so I spent many years studying and practicing certain spiritual and self-development techniques, such as yoga and meditation and different techniques in different spiritual traditions. And these things help me tremendously to achieve many things in life. So that's one other thing that I will share with you, because it's one of the fastest ways to achieve evolution in life. It's a powerful way to self-mastery and increasing real intelligence. But in general, you will hear me talk about many different things, including how to improve your life, body, mind, how to become more happy, improve your relationships, and acquire success and wealth. Also, I need to clarify what I mean by the word spirituality, because different people have a different understanding of these words. My definition of spirituality is to turn inward and experience the deepest aspect of your being, your true self, your spirit, or whatever you may call that. It's not about a specific lifestyle or belief. It doesn't have anything to do with what you believe or not believe. It doesn't have anything to do with believing in a God or not believing in a God, being religious or not being religious. Spirituality is just a state of consciousness and being. One of my goals in this podcast series is to help you elevate your understanding of life and achieve a higher level of wisdom. But what is wisdom? Wisdom to me means a clear perception of truth or clarity of knowledge, not just storing information like a computer hard drive. Anyone who is after self-development is always trying to learn and achieve a clear understanding. Knowledge is information stored in your mind. It's achieved through conscious gathering of information using the conscious mind. But wisdom is achieved through deep contemplation and involvement with life. For anyone to achieve wisdom, one thing is crucial, and that is an open mind. A mind that doesn't take sides, doesn't stick to beliefs, and won't make conclusions. One of the biggest enemies of wisdom is sticking to belief systems. People who stick to their beliefs and consider those beliefs ultimate will never learn anything better. I love what Buddha said about this. If you stick to your beliefs and consider those as ultimate, even if one day truth knocks on your door, you won't open the door. That means never come to any conclusion, because a conclusion is a dead end. Once you come to a conclusion about something and believe that it's ultimate, you will close the doors of your consciousness to the possibility of learning something better. One of the greatest Buddhist teachers, Tilopa, also said this in another way. Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. These podcast series aim to help you obtain a better understanding of yourself and the mechanisms of life. Once you understand yourself better, you understand everything better. Everything is going to work out better for you. Because in fact, everything in life is just a reflection of you, your thoughts, and your actions. One of the biggest mistakes that most people make is that they always try to fix and improve things and others instead of improving themselves. Everything that you are is a result of your thoughts. People tend to work much more on their education, their significant other, their business, and whatever else than they work on themselves. While it should be the other way, self-development should be our number one priority. Let's say if you want to become an effective manager or businessman, first you have to become good at being an effective human. You have to develop a sharp and concentrated mind, patience, positive attitude, good health, ability to handle stress, and the ability to lead others. You can't be a good student, entrepreneur, or anything else if you are not strong and healthy in mind and body. One of my most favorite speakers of all times, Jim Rohn, said, "Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living. But if you work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune." The bigger the goal you want to accomplish in life, the more you should spend time working on yourself. There are many aspects of becoming a great human being. I'll mention a few of them here. We start with the body because it's your vehicle which you do everything through it. It's very difficult to be happy and effective if you are not healthy. It's hard to feel good if your body is not feeling good. Let's say you want to study or focus on something, but you have a backache. You'll see that it's very difficult for you to give your complete attention to what you're doing because the backache is taking much of your attention. It's like an app that is taking most of your computer resources and making it slow. On the other hand, if your body feels tension-free, relaxed, happy, and vibrant, you'll have much more power to accomplish things both physically and mentally. Next important foundation is diet. Your diet is also one of the most important factors on your physical and mental well-being. Your diet can make you an energetic person or a lethargic person. It can affect how much sleep you need. It can make your mind sharp or dull. There are some foods which make your emotions more turmoiled and make concentrating harder. And there are foods which can improve your mental functions. And of course, diet can make you healthier or sick. Next comes rest. Rest doesn't necessarily mean sleep, but sleep is the most common way we rest. We spend about 1/3 of our lives sleeping, so we better learn how to sleep well and wake up refreshed. But there are other forms of resting which can sometimes be even more refreshing than sleeping, such as certain relaxation practices in which you consciously release tensions from all parts of your body. Next comes physical activity. The physical body's existence is dependent on activity. The more you use your body, the better it will become. So, some degree of physical activity is crucial for health. Besides, physical activity, especially outdoor ones, will make you more energetic and happier. Science shows that physical activity is directly related to development of brain and intelligence. Next comes mental training. Whether you want to be more successful person or progress in your spiritual journey, achieve your goals or simply experience more happiness, peace or health, you need to learn to take control of your thoughts. There is no question about this. Mind training is something that can't be ignored. Someone who has even a little control over the mind has achieved some degree of control over the outcome of his life, or in the other words, control over destiny. The most important aspect of mind training is developing one-pointedness of mind. That simply means training your mind to be able to stay focused on what you want, whether it's what you are learning or doing, or the object of your meditation or prayer. The more control you have over the mind, the more you control thoughts, emotions, impulses, the way you talk, behave, and react. Since ancient times, people who have achieved control over the mind are always seen as great people, if not as gods. Anybody who has ever achieved any degree of success, whether in society or in their spiritual journey, has achieved some degree of mind control, including the greatest leaders known throughout history. A concentrated mind is like a magnifier that concentrates rays of the sun, which can penetrate and burn anything. A concentrated mind is 1,000 times more powerful than a wandering mind. Developing one-pointedness of mind is the single most powerful principle to become more intelligent and effective. Next is knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more you know about the subject of your interest, the more powerful you are. So acquiring knowledge on a regular basis is important to become better at what you do. You don't have to go to college to acquire knowledge. You can go to classes, seminars, read books, take online courses, and learn from others. After knowledge is skills. Knowledge without application is useless. So it's important to practice what you learn regularly and improve your skills. The more you do it, the better you become at it. Whether it's sports, music, teaching, talking, business, or anything else. Bruce Lee said, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do." And one other important basic for becoming successful, which worth mentioning, is social skills. We are all dependent on society. In fact, it's impossible to separate yourself from society, especially if you want to accomplish things in this world. So learning the art of communication is another necessary skill that people need to work on it. Whether it's talking, listening, language, body language, persuasion, understanding others, or anything else, improving these skills will help you become successful in society. So the things which I talked about in these few minutes, I consider these things as a foundation and basics for becoming a great human being and achieving your greatness. These are like natural basics which you can't really bypass if you want to become successful. And in the next episodes, I'm going to open these topics one by one and get much more into depth about this. I'm going to give you a different perspective of looking at these principles, and I'm going to teach you some simple methods and techniques that you can start to use instantly and implement them to improve the quality of your life, your mind, your body, your emotions, the way you feel, and everything about you. Thanks everybody for tuning into Greatness Glory podcast. If you have any questions in regards to anything I discussed today, you can always put them in the comments or tag me on social media, and I'll try my best to provide you with a quality answer. Until the next episode, I wish you all the best and see you soon.